2023 of the NBA title. Couldn't go back-to-back last year. Is their window, in your opinion, still as open as it seemed to be?
100%. Let's remember, Nikola Jokic is still in his 20s. They still have Jamal Murray. And as long as that three-time MVP is healthy, the Nuggets front office has one thing on their minds, and it's a championship. And their biggest problem is that the rest of the West has gotten much better over the years. But if this team is healthy, as long as they keep building the right way around their two best players in Murray and Jokic, they can continue to compete for championships.
And I love what you say about the West. Top to bottom, so strong, so deep, so competitive. Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. The 4 and the 5. It's Gordon and Jokic. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Brown in at the 3 spot. And Doncic gets it to go.
You know, as I watch Doncic, I think it's futile to try to distract this guy. His focus and concentration and control of himself is excellent.
Jokic with a screen on Doncic. Murray, good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Kessler setting the pick for Doncic. And Kessler throws it down.
Another great pass from Doncic. You pretty much expect him to tally double-digit assists every game.
To the paint. Gordon, the pass to Murray. Lock at 6. He can't get it to go. Nice D from Doncic. Releases. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Gordon dishes to Murray. Shoots over Doncic. And there's Murray on the assist by Gordon. Murray's got his second basket of the game.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Reeves up and in on the layup. Hey, Shams, no one is keyed on the league like you. Is there an under-the-radar trend that you're seeing around the NBA, or the next thing that you're anticipating may happen with the way the league will sway one way or the other?
Talking to executives around the league, it's clear that length has been very important, but having players that do multiple things and are versatile, that is of the utmost importance right now. We saw what happened with the Celtics winning a championship this year. I think that certainly is going to have an impact on how teams are going to build moving forward. Like the Celtics, you want to have players, 3 to 5 players that are playing heavy minutes for you, that are doing everything out there on the floor, not just one particular move.
Here's Strother. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Pass to Murray. Shot clock at 5. And it's sent back by Kessler. And he gets it back. Strother, no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Grimes, and it's in there.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
The Nuggets trail by 4. And here is Murray. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Pass to Strother. Connects from three-point range.
With maturity comes greater patience, understanding how to play smarter. Murray keeps his options open and finds a teammate who's gotten free.
Here's Mamu Kelishvili, defended by Gordon. Mamu Kelishvili passes to Reeves. Kessler setting the pick for Reeves. Lets it go with a 3. Cans it from downtown. Reeves has got 5 points so far.
And what a move, guys. I mean, he's absolutely embarrassing him out there right now.
Boy, that was quite a move, an ankle breaker for sure. And then he calmly knocked down the shot. Well done.
Doncic passes to Mamu Kelishvili. Doncic against Murray. Puts up a deep 3. They grabbed their own miss. Pass to Kalashvili. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. Making free throws a big key for any team. Let's see the best in the NBA. Fourth, the Nuggets.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
On defense, Denver. 4-point game. Here's Doncic. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. And Charms, I've always wondered, watching you, reading you, when did you first fall in love with the NBA? And when did you decide to cover it?
Really, when I was around 10, 11 years old, I grew up in Chicago right as the Bulls dynasty was starting. I wasn't quite old enough, but I was old enough to see some of those scrappy Bulls teams in the mid-2000s. And basketball was always a part of the national discourse, but also part of my life playing it, and then now being someone that's able to inform the audience and the public.
You know what? I'm looking up and down this table. I think we all feel the exact same way. Denver calls timeout.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Taking a look here at some of the numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Pass to Gordon. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Here's Murray. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, you know, right there in that instance, you could see where Murray was able to take advantage of his size in that situation.
First trip to the line for him here.
One of the areas where he has excelled all season long. How about 87% from the line?
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
The first free throw is good.
On the floor, Murray is electrifying. I mean, he delivers relentless effort, and it keeps his whole squad energized and engaged.
He's off on the second. Hey, Shams, you're always on the pulse of those league-changing trades. We certainly saw some impactful ones last season.
Across the board, the Pacers, the Mavericks, they made deep runs, and they did so on the back of some big trade deadline moves. Those are transformations that excite all of us to witness. Even New York, getting OG Anunoby at the trade deadline. This is a league that's built on capitalizing at the moment and striking when the iron's hot, and we saw multiple teams do that this last season.
Yeah, that trade deadline was phenomenal for those teams you mentioned. Really impactful.
One of the tough things about guarding Reeves is his change of pace ability. I mean, he gives you a lot of different looks, a little bit herky-jerky and kind of unorthodox, and all of that keeps you off balance.
And Reeves drops them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
To the middle. Here's Gordon. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Doncic. Here's Kalashvili. Reeves outside. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Outside Gordon. Here's Jokic. Nails the baby hook.
Using his size on the interior, Jokic extremely difficult to stop down there.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with J.J. Redick.
I asked him what's the hardest thing about facing Nikola Jokic. He said the way he controls the game at the offensive end. He keeps everyone involved. He's a great scorer, and you have to keep him off the offensive glass. It's a tall order, all of it. Guys?
Thanks, David. Murray finds Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. They shoot again. And Murray finishes it off. Murray's got 7 points.
He's got a well-rounded game. Murray can score from just about anywhere. And the more points he gets inside, the more space he gets outside.
Here's Grimes. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Pass to Kelishvili. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively. Challenged shots and really protected the rim.
Boy, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit. Getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
Hey, Shams, we know you've reported on so many big trades that did happen. Were there ever a few that were close to happening but may have fallen apart at the 11th hour?
I always wait until things are 100% confirmed, but listen, there's always a trade or two that's viewed as done but just does not happen, whether it sours, whether something falls apart. There's always one deal or two that falls apart at the trade deadline or in the offseason, but I try to wait as best I can and make sure that when I report, it is confirmed.
Outstanding. Pass to Gordon. Well, Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Here's Strawther. A three-pointer off the mark.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Doncic, no good. And Murray's got the ball here for the Nuggets. They trail by 7. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, an interesting history between these two. I mean, last year they were swept by this club in the regular season, but rebounded to take them down in the playoffs.
Pass to Kelishvili. Back to Doncic for the 3. And Jokic with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 5. A pass to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
And this is Gordon's sweet spot. An awesome dunker who loves getting in tight and wrecking the rim.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at Denver. Off to a great start this season, currently in 2nd. And, of course, there's Los Angeles, down 4 spots from them.
And I think for Denver, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
Sexton the pass to Looney, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Stolen by Connect. One-on-one here. Here's Reeves. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Shams, we know you grew up in Chicago. I'm assuming you grew up a Bulls fan. Who didn't? And you had to have a favorite player growing up with those terrific teams.
I was a big-time fan of hoops in general. Definitely someone for me was Kobe Bryant. That's someone, wasn't a Bulls player. We almost got him one year, but that was someone I grew up watching. Kevin, did you have a favorite team or player growing up?
Well, I love Kobe. I called every season of LeBron and every season of Kobe Bryant. And Bryant actually did stuff for 2K. As you know, not too long ago, before his passing, he sat down for a couple hours. But I hate to rank them because Kobe, Jordan, and LeBron are all right there at the very, very top. Hard to beat Jordan, right?
Very hard to beat Jordan. Obviously, the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Kobe, for me, watching growing up, that was the closest thing that I had.
Johnson kicks to Jones. A rebound by the Lakers. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
Johnson, the pass to Watson. Murray with it. A three ball. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feed. Murray's got 12 in the game.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Reeves against Murray. 11 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Reeves outside. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. 12 points for him.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Austin Reeves has been on display for the Lakers. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Back to the action in just a minute. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And as the salary cap looks set to rise significantly, Shams, any major effects that you can anticipate?
It won't be like the year the Warriors signed KD. They're going to smooth the cap numbers, and it's not going to spike quite the same. But these numbers will continue to get eye-popping when you think about player salary, and you have to keep in mind luxury tax and the new second apron that came into play with the collective bargaining agreement, and that will play a part in how teams build, not putting yourself in a restrictive position to continue to build winning organizations.
A lot of moving parts to contend with, but boy, a lot on the horizon. Looney out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then there's Colin Sexton. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Connect in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Lakers leading by 4. Outside, Sexton. To the inside. Here's Doncic. Great look there, but off target. And it's Jones with the ball for Denver. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Johnson with a screen on Doncic. Pass to Jokic. Now Watson lets it go from deep. And it's Looney with the rebound. Here's Connect, defended by Jones. Now here's Doncic. Launches it. And it's Connect. That time on the assist by Doncic. Connect's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Lakers. Jones, the pass to Jokic. Jokic sets the screen for Johnson. He's looking for Looney and finds him. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic may not be the most physically gifted, but there's an old saying in basketball, you're as fast as you can anticipate. LeBron James says he sees plays before they happen. A lot of people don't understand it, but I do. He's special. Kevin?
You know, his mind for the game is just on another level. We appreciate that report.
Jokic is an absolute beast. He does it all at the offensive end. Scoring, passing, rebounding. He stuffs the stat sheet in a big way.
Outside, Sexton. Vanderbilt setting the pick for Sexton. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Let's check out the NBA's best three-point threats. Dalton Connect, third.
What a percentage that is for him from three-point range this season. His deep touch is about as good as you're going to see.
Denver making a switch here. Brown's checked in. The Nuggets trail by 7. Hey, Shams, for the past decade that you've been a major player in the NBA, it's been LeBron's league, it's been Curry's league. Who else is going to take over this league, you think, coming up around the corner?
Given the NBA Finals we just had, have to throw in Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Luka Doncic into the fold as far as faces of the NBA. But Nikola Jokic is so good. He will be one of the guys for a while. Giannis Antetokounmpo, you have to mention him as well. But ultimately, you have to also keep an eye on Victor Wembanyama, the way that Victor Wembanyama could take over the league. And already, so early, was so special. Victor Wembanyama is someone to keep an eye on.
Okay, they've just passed a note down to me, our gang here. What about Anthony Edwards at Minnesota? He's another one, right? Young American player who is really making an impact.
Anthony Edwards, Devin Booker, you have to consider those two as well. And it's special, the crop of young players that we have coming up in this league. One of them is sure to emerge as this generation's, whether you want to call him Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, there will be a face out of this crop.
And we cannot wait. Pass to Jokic, taken away. Doncic outside. Now Connect. Inside. And he uses the glass on the layup. Sexton's got 4 this quarter. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Lakers.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And how about also the ability to contest shots? They're staying attached and contesting and coming away with blocks as well.
And right now, Jokic has it going on. He's doing whatever he wants to out there.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Doncic kicks it to Looney. And stolen by Watson. Goes up. Plays it in off the breakaway. Now just a 4-point Laker lead. The Lakers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Here's Doncic. No good there. Good defense by Jokic.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Jokic with a screen on Vanderbilt. And Jokic will just torch you inside.
You know, you never know what Jokic is going to do because he's so unpredictable when he's working in the screen and roll.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Tuesday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. Then on Wednesday, They'll go up against the Spurs in San Antonio.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And Sexton drops them both.
And the aggressiveness Sexton plays with is infectious. He motivates his teammates to play just as hard.
Jokic with a screen on Doncic. Jokic passes to Brown. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And it's Jokic missing. Los Angeles leading by 4. Pass to Sexton. Here's Grimes. Down low. And no good that time.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
And it's Jokic missing. LA's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Pass to Doncic. Kessler in the post. Here's Grimes. Los Angeles with another miss.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Right block shot. Jokic makes it look easy inside.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And the Lakers making a change here. Reeves is checked in. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Back to Doncic. To the inside. Reeves. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. 14 points for Austin Reeves.
Always a focal point for this offense. Reeves is on another level tonight.
Murray against Doncic. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Off target from outside. Los Angeles leading by 4. Here's Grimes. 9-point game his last outing. Doncic passes to Grimes. To the middle. Wants to get it to Kessler and does.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Murray against Doncic. Here's Brown. Scoreless thus far. And it's Jokic missing.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Here's Doncic. And it's Denver with the rebound. Brown's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Murray against Doncic. For Murray. And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got 5 points now this quarter.
Doncic has a really nice feel for the court and the game, able to control the tempo because of
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Colin Sexton, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And a switcher also for Denver. Valanciunas, who's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Valanciunas against Kessler. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Now that we have a moment, let's see who have been the top assist teams in the league this season. The Nuggets in second.
And you know, when your team has a lot of assists, it's testimony to the unselfishness, the patience, the ball movement, the player movement. They have shown all of that.
First free throw is good.
Boy, Valanciunas, a mountain of a man, a solid big guy who scores well and provides a lot of length and muscle inside.
And so he makes both from the line.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
And a moment here to check out the stats for Gordon. He's averaging 14 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And every team wants a scorer to give them a lift off the bench, and that's just what he brings.
Well, he's instant offense. I mean, the game's momentum can be going one way, then bam, the scoring turns the tide.
Murray outside. Pass to Gordon. Here's Strother. Murray looking around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Sexton. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut to just 1 point on the basket for Murray.
In the mid-range, Murray can really make it happen now. He's just that versatile a scorer.
They set the pick. Going inside. He doesn't hit that one. Gordon with the defensive effort. Lob pass to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
And when Gordon is launched and in the air like that, he's a mesmerizing guy to keep an eye on and just get out of the way.
Kelishvili passes to Sexton. Reeves right side. Strawther grabs the miss. Denver's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. On the wing, Murray. Defended by Sexton. Pass to Brown. Back to Murray. This one for 3. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Always so much fun to have Shams join us. No one with a better pulse on the NBA.
Man, Shams is always the first guy to know about the big moves around the NBA. Love hearing what he has to say.
Sexton finds Kessler. Here's Kelishvili, defended by Gordon. Reeves with the screen for Sexton. For Murray, shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Sexton.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Pass to Brown. Now here's Gordon. Not a lot of room. For 3, Murray. Here's Valanciunas. He's off on that one.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
On the wing, Reeves. He's got 14. Inside, here's Kelishvili. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Nuggets lead by 1. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Aaron, you all have played at a high level so far. What has worked for you?
We're just sticking to the game plan. You know, our coaches really drew up something good for us. You know, they wrote it out, and we're sticking to it, and we're executing very well.
Yeah, that's obvious the way you all have played. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
Well, right now for the Nuggets, they've continued to play well, creeping up in the rankings. Hard to argue that they shouldn't be the number 2 team on this list, Ernie.
You could maybe even make a case for them being number 1, but at the very least, they've shown. Guys, let's go back now and discuss that first half and the stellar play of Jamal Murray.
Oh, he's going hard in the paint, taking it right at the defense. I love his commitment to getting high percentage looks, Shaq.
Look, I don't do this often, but I'm bestowing upon him the Shaquille O'Neal badge of honor. Got to.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been one outstanding game from Jamal Murray.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, before in the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic. Then there's Murray. And it's Strother in at the shooting guard. Pass to Grimes. For the tie. Traps in the tray. Grimes has got the game tied up here for Los Angeles.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Jokic, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
And that one misses. Clark, what we appreciate, for some players, success can change them, but not for Jokic. He seems like the same guy.
He certainly does, boy, and he is special. He is so much fun to watch. Seems to be even-keeled and down to earth, but his game is heaven sent for sure.
Good on the second free throw. And Clark, for the Lakers, their last 2 seasons ended in playoff losses to the Denver Nuggets.
And I tell you what, they fought hard both times, Kevin. The point differential was only 24 points over the 4 games in 2023 and just 11 points in 2024. LA actually led most of the 5-game series, but weren't able to advance.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. A 2-point game. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Well, that's a rebounding clinic right there. He boxed out and then went up aggressively and strong for it.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Back to Doncic. Shot clock at 6. From downtown, and again it's the Lakers from deep.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Left side, Gordon, and he lays it straight in. Gordon's got 8 points.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Fires for 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Murray's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Pass to Jokic. Jokic rising up.
And Joker doesn't get up too often, but when he slams it down, it feels like he's trying to bring the basket with him.
Reeves outside. Out to the right wing. Grimes. A 3 off the mark. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Jokic with the screen on Kessler. That puts them in the lead. He's got 9.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Reeves with the screen on Murray. Doncic from deep three-point land. And the Lakers with another miss.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Now let's take a look at the teams that have been holding their opponents to the fewest points in the last 10 games. The Lakers in 5th.
I mean, they've been impressive on the defensive end, and they may have caught a few teams on off nights, but you've got to give them credit. They've made scoring a chore when you look at their opponents.
Nuggets on D. Stolen. Pass to Brown. Here's Strother. He's defended by Reed. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Grimes. No good. And they can't put him into this drought. The Nuggets leading by 5. Now here's Murray. 16 points for him. Here's Brown. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 7th assist here tonight.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, hey, they've been clearly the better team.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Denver's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Murray sets a screen for Gordon. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Doncic. Impressive work inside from Doncic. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Now Murray, one of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. Pass to Jokic. And it's sent back by Kessler. Fast break, the Lakers. Grimes with the bucket. Grimes has got it all tied up now for the Lakers.
And that's his 2nd triple of the half. None for him going into the break.
Murray finds Jokic. And here is Murray. With some arc. And it's sent back by Kessler. Grimes passes to Doncic. Again, the Lakers. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
And another thing, guys, they've dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Reeves trying to free himself up. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And really, Clark, Luka Doncic is a one-man wrecking crew on the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he's special. His IQ, his size, the way he can make shots against tough defense. He's got the lean back. He's got the crafty moves, and I think he's a lot stronger and a little more athletic than people give him credit for being. I mean, without a doubt, he's one of the most unique and best players that we've seen in the game.
That free throw good from Doncic. And you look at this year's Denver team, you know, Greg, trying to get more from their bench than they did last year.
Yeah, and you just don't want your starters to play so many minutes that they get gassed in the postseason. That's something Denver's trying to avoid this time around. Easier said, though, than done.
Denver calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated. second in rebounding. And they also show up top 5 in team scoring. You like the execution, that ability to finish.
You talked about their rebounding. In a lot of games, their dominance on the boards is what's swung the outcome in their favor. Here's Strother, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And powering it home. He ends a 12-0 run by the Lakers.
Doncic passes to Reeves. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Clark, what is it about Austin Reeves' style of play that makes him such a good scorer?
I love the fact that he can change pace with the dribble. You know, he's not super fast, but he's not slow either. What he is shifty and smart. He's got good size, good ball skills, and he's got a nice mid-range jumper. All of that allows him to keep defenders off balance.
And Reeves drops them both. The Nuggets trail by 5. Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. Stolen by Kessler. Reeves the pass to Vanderbilt. Reeves with the screen on Johnson. Here's Grimes. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Grimes has got 12 points in the game. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. Jokic a screen to the paint. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Pass to Vanderbilt. Here's Doncic from outside the arc. And Doncic with the triple.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting.
Clark, it has been quite a run for the Nuggets, hasn't it, who have made the playoffs every season since 2019.
And how about this, Kevin? They've only been lower than a 3 seed one time in that span. And that was because Murray missed the season due to injury. They are consistently tough.
Free throw, good. Jokic.
A multiple MVP winner. I mean, the former second-round pick, Jokic, continuing to add to his legacy.
Looney's checked in for Walker Kessler. And Jokic drops them both.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Doncic passes to Looney. Here's Grimes. Fires the 3. That doesn't go. He's 5 of 12 on the night. Inside. Here's Murray. And they pick up 2. Murray's got 18 points in the game.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Reeves outside. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists in the game.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Murray finds Gordon. Jokic high post. And Jokic slams it in.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Pass to Grimes. Good on the 3-point shot. 15 points in the game.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
Gordon against Vanderbilt. The shot. Vanderbilt with the block. And they'll keep possession. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Jokic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's a nice job by Jokic getting fouled in the act, and we know he's going to cash in most times.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Splashed them one after another. It really was quite a display from the stripe. Guys, he is close to where he was last year in that category, but his numbers are still down just a skosh.
Free throw, good. Jokic.
You know, what makes Jokic truly exceptional in my mind is the versatility. You know, he's a really good passer, and that to me is a tremendous distinction, not to mention how he scores and does the other stuff he does out there.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Sexton's checked in, and Jokic drops them both. Lakers leading by 7. Doncic with a screen on Murray. Here's Reeves. Gets in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Pass to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. Watson for 3. Doncic grabs the miss. Doncic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Sexton has it in the corner. Vanderbilt the pass to Doncic. And here's Looney. Misses from short range. Doncic against Jokic. 1:32 left to play in the third. That one no good. Reeves the pass to Doncic. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Over Watson. Doncic, no good. The Nuggets trail by 9. Pass to Murray. 1:06 left in the third. Here's Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And that's now 30 points for Jokic.
And they trust Murray to get the ball where it needs to go.
Lakers leading by 7. Doncic with it. He's got 26. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
And Clark, it's hard to compare Luka Doncic to any other player we've seen before.
I would certainly agree with that. Ditto to that, Kevin, because he is unique. His pace is never hurried. He never gets rattled. He complains to officials a little bit more than I like to see, but he's strong. He's got great touch and feel, and he scores at all 3 levels, and he's a brilliant passer.
Doncic, no good on the free throw.
You know, from the moment Luka entered the league, despite the naysayers, he's been a star, a legitimate star. And that's something you don't see very often.
Here's Murray. Rebounded by the Lakers. 35 seconds left here in the third quarter. Sexton kicks to Vanderbilt. On the wing, Doncic. And it's Denver with the rebound. Murray's got 6 rebounds in the game. Watson inside. He's defended by Reeves. Murray left side. Shoots over Doncic. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Lakers on top, up 9. 2K Sports, back in a moment here in Los Angeles. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Lakers. They have a 9-point lead. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns at Footprint Center in Phoenix. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Doncic out there with Sexton. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Connect. And it's Looney in at center. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Back to Jokic. Pass to Watson. Jokic a screen. Watson's shot is off. Lakers leading by 9. Doncic outside.
Come to me, come to me.
Connect with it. Takes the 3. Rebounded by Pickett.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him. You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Looney passes to Doncic. Offline with his 3. The Nuggets trail by 9. Outside, Jones. Over to the wing. Jokic inside. Looney on him. 4 on the clock. With the fadeaway. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Jokic has got 16 here in the second half.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
The Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Pass to Jones. Now Watson. There's the triple. A 3-pointer is right on target.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Arabia's checked in. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Connect. And Denver with a change here, too. Strother's checked in. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, guys, J.J. Redick's message with his team was simple. He demanded something of his guys. He said, I'm not satisfied yet. Are you? You've worked hard, but we need to keep piling it on. Don't give them any hope. Guys?
Thank you, David. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
Tell you what, very few players have the playmaking ability of Luka Doncic. This guy is special with his vision and passing.
Jokic with a screen on Doncic. Jones the pass to Jokic. And Jared Vanderbilt gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. The Lakers making a switch here. Looney's checked in. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Jokic a screen. Jones the pass to Jokic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, I love how crafty Jokic is. You know, he basically baits defenders into committing the foul once he gets deep position.
Shoot two.
And he knocks down the first one.
And they are making it look easy at the free throw line here in the second half.
And Jokic drops them both. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've led by as much as 10. Doncic with a screen for Sexton. No good with the triple.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Jones looking for an opening. Out to the right wing. Jokic, that's a two-pointer. And another miss by Denver. Los Angeles leading by 4. Pass to Grimes. Sexton on the wing. Doncic outside. Back to Sexton. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 7th assist in the game. The Nuggets trail by 6. And here's Jones. Pass to Jokic. Jones against Doncic. Watson, the pass to Jokic. 3 on the clock. Rebounded by the Lakers. Here's Grimes. Vanderbilt with the screen. Ring shot on the way. Shot by Grimes. No good. Nuggets have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Kept alive. Johnson. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Here's Sexton. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 16th rebound on the night. Good concentration coming right there from Jokic.
Jokic able to play through contact and seems unstoppable when he's that close to the hole.
On the wing, Doncic. Defended by Jones. And they double up Doncic. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to go on Tyus Jones. That free throw good from Doncic.
Luka Doncic is a superstar in this league, and he continues to build on what is going to be some kind of resume when it's all said and done. Has every tool that you need to have to be an MVP one day.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Looney. And it's Austin Reeves in for Sexton. Both free throws good from Doncic. The Nuggets trail by 4. Now here's Murray. Now Jokic. Just 5 on the clock. Over Kessler. And it's Jokic missing. Los Angeles leading by 4. Here's Grimes. And he converts the layup.
Yeah, the first half was one to deep 6 or forget. But in the second half, he's looked a lot better. Jokic with a screen on Doncic.
13 feet away. Murray, no good. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Here's Doncic. And the layup's good off the glass. And it's an 8-point Laker lead.
Doncic giving you the full package. Superstar for sure.
Johnson outside. Pass to Strother. Jokic with it. And it's sent back by Kessler. Fast break. Here we go. Reeves with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. Now, here's Doncic. Reeves outside. Another shot. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Hard, focused work that time earns Reeves the foul call.
And the first one at the line is good. Los Angeles making a switch here. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. Christian Brown's checked in for the Nuggets. And Reeves drops them both. The Nuggets trail by 10. Pass to Strother. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
For 3, it's good from long range. Grimes has got 16 here in the second half.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Here's Murray. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Jamal Murray is still an elite scorer, and Clark, he has fought through so many injuries.
And it's remarkable that he's as explosive off the bounce as he is after the injuries that he's dealt with. His ability to create a shot, especially at crunch time, one of the best in the league. The pull-up jumper, the teardrop, and the 3, he's got all of those.
And he makes the first. And Greg, something that is so important to this team, Jamal Murray's shot creation.
It is, Kevin. He creates so much with the ball or off of it. The work he puts in on offense frees up everything for his teammates. Great competitor who's really a perfect fit with this core.
And so Murray nails both of them. Clark, when you played, virtually every team had an enforcer. But that is a rare breed, it seems, in today's game.
Yeah, that's a good observation by you, I think, Kevin. I mean, a lot of teams had more than one enforcer back in the early 80s when I was playing. There's less physicality in general in the NBA today. And I think that's why you see fewer enforcers, and there's a much greater premium on skill level than the enforcement component that existed in the early 80s and maybe a little beyond that.
And it's Gordon missing. The Lakers on offense. They're on a 13-4 run. Here's Grimes. Pass to Doncic. Over Murray. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Doncic has got the lead up to 13 now for Los Angeles. Murray against Doncic. Murray down low. Bucket is good. Murray's got 22.
Well, you don't like to see Murray get on this kind of a roll if you're defending him now, because he's creative, and once he gets going, it's hard to slow him down.
Doncic passes to Reeves. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got his 8th assist here tonight.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Pass to Brown. And it's off from three-point range. And here are the Lakers. They're on a 17-6 run. That one goes. Count it. 24 points for him.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Timeout called. Nuggets. Murray finds Jokic. With the tip and the second chance effort by Gordon. Gordon's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, you know what I like to say? Persistence pays, and with Gordon, he's the kind of guy who just does not rest on the glass.
And here's Doncic from the arc. It's hauled in by Gordon. The Nuggets trail by 13. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth. There's the pick. Pass to Jokic. 6 to shoot.
I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. He kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Here's Strother. Back to Murray. Shot clock at 6. Fires from deep. Bangs home the trifecta. Murray's got 25 points.
Well, Murray absolutely has that range. He just needs to find the look he likes, and he'll knock it down.
Doncic, no good. The Nuggets trail by 10. Here's Strother. Stolen by Kessler.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Lakers.
And they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You love to get an opponent figured out early, and you're going to be seeing them that often.
And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Luka Doncic.
Well, you have to marvel at how well he picked apart that defense repeatedly. Found the right guy in the right spot at the right time.
Reeves with it. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Nailed from three-point land. And the Lakers lead by 11.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
And here is Doncic. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Here with Luka. We got the W, so